An exuberant greetings to all the dignitaries who are present over here in this auspicious virtual Investiture Ceremony 2021-22. So without further ado, I would like to pass the onus of going ahead with this ceremony to Mansi and Anchita.
Leadership is at its core the ability to map out the best route to success. It can be with a team or a company, but it's always dynamic, inspiring, and designed to excite others into action.
True leaders help themselves and those around them to do the right thing. They chart a course by inspiring others with a shared vision and in turn create something new out of the familiar.
If your actions create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you're an excellent leader.
A very good morning and Jai Hind. I am Chita.
And I'm Mansi.
Take the opportunity to welcome all of you on the special occasion of Investiture Ceremony 2021-22.
Our humble first invitation is in the name of God. So, before the commencement of the investiture ceremony, let us chant the opening by Deep Pratistapna.
Kurutvang kalyanam arogyam dhanasampadah Shubham kurutvang kalyanam arogyam dhanasampadah Shatru buddhi vinashaya Deepajyotirnamostute Deepajyotirnamostute Shubham kurutvang kalyanam arogyam dhanasampadah Shubham kurutvang kalyanam arogyam dhanasampadah.
Now, I invite our Honorable Principal, Gurmeet Ma'am, the navigator of this flagship of knowledge, to welcome all the dignitaries.
A very good morning and Jai Hind to everyone present here. If your actions create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, then you are an excellent leader. On this bright and wonderful day, as we all have gathered virtually to witness the investiture ceremony of the senior school, Sunbeam English School, Bhagwanpur, I take this splendid opportunity to welcome our beloved and respected Chairman Sir, Dr. Deepak Madhok, Director Ma'am, Mrs. Bharti Madhok, Assistant Director Ma'am, Mrs. Pratima Gupta, Honorary Director, Mr. Harsh Madhok, and CEO of the group, Sandeep Sir. I, on my personal behalf and on behalf of everyone present here, would like to thank you all for having spared your valuable time to grace us with your august presence here to this investor ceremony. Next, I take pride in welcoming my team members, including all admins, teachers, and non-teaching staff members, and my very dear, vibrant students of school who are here to take charge of their responsibilities. Once again, I extend a hearty welcome to everyone gathered. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Traveling down the memory lane is not all black and white. Traveling down the memory lane is not all lacking light.
Traveling down memory lane is not eye filled with tears. Traveling down memory lane brings fresh and soothing air. Traveling down memory lane is a test of time and mind. Traveling down memory lane is a joy of its kind.
So here's a trip down the memory lane.
We are children of Sunbeam. Over the whole world we shine. Shining stars of our country. Most of his deeds are his line. We are children of Sunbeam. Over the whole world we shine.
nostalgia. It was a pleasant walk down the memory lane.
Proceeding further, the prime role of the head is to provide strong academic leadership. The head is required to lead, manage, and develop the department to ensure it achieves the highest possible standards of excellence in all its activities.
We students feel obliged that in this academic calendar, we are going to be obliged by the mentorship of such marvelously talented indoors.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you all with the council heads of session 2021-22. Pradyut Banerjee, sir.
And Rinku Tripathi ma'am.
Pradyut sir has been teaching English in Sunbeam Bhagwanpur for last 19 years, a man of principle. He staunchly abides by the principle, duty, devotion, and discipline, which makes him the suitable head of the prefectorial body.
Rinku ma'am is the doting caregiver that students all across the grade love and respect. Such is the aura of her that almost every student and alumnus recalls her motherly way with fondness.
Thank you, sir and ma'am.
After the council head, here I would like to introduce you all with the council vice heads, Ajit sir.
And Sonu Padhyay, ma'am.
Ajit sir is a man of brilliant talent. He discharges multiple roles in the institution. His impeccable journey as a sports teacher and the NCC Air Wing in charge of our school, as well as his disciplinarian measures, makes him a befitting council vice head.
Real knowledge is never to be gleaned from merely the pages of the book, but from each second of our life. Sonu ma'am believes in this principle and steadfastly tutors her students lessons of life. Thank you, sir and ma'am.
House system is generally used to increase a healthy competitive spirit among students belonging to different houses.
It makes every student an integral part of the school and is responsible equally to contribute.
Every house has their teacher in charges who shows the students the right path and brings the best out of them.
So here I would like you all to get introduced with the house in charges and house vice in charges.
Starting with the House of Love, Sharad Jha sir. Sharad sir has always made his students realize their actual potential. He has always made sure to take that extra step that would benefit all of his students to become the best of themselves.
And the vice in charge, Meghna Johari ma'am. Meghna ma'am has always had a very good connection with all her students and helped them each time. Her friendly nature makes her students feel comfortable with her. Thank you, sir and ma'am.
Next is the in charge of House of Peace, Charusmita ma'am. Mere words can never express the truly caring nature of Charusmita ma'am. Her innovative teaching style and bright charisma has always given new hopes to her students.
And the vice in charge, Ishita Kaur ma'am. Discussing about the government, its policies and agenda might be boring, but not in Ishita ma'am's class, as she nurtures her students with the best and makes the class lively. Thank you, ma'ams.
Next, we have the House of Hope, and the in charge for same is Lalita Singh ma'am. Lalita ma'am, a teacher and mother to her students. Her motherly nature never fails to touch each and every heart. She knows the art of dealing with all kinds of students and helps them grow better.
And Purnima ma'am will be performing her duty as the vice in charge of this house. Purnima ma'am, apart from being an excellent English teacher, has always been a close friend to her students. She has been our mentor, our support, and our guide. Thank you, ma'ams.
Last but not the least, the in charge of House of Joy, Tarun Pandey sir. Tarun Sir has always made learning Hindi literature fun by his own life experiences. He has always taught his students to be punctual and provides them with the best advice.
And the vice in charge, Sanjay Ojha sir. Sanjay sir believes that knowledge is found everywhere. He is loved by students for making geography more marvelous by his quizzes. Congratulations to all the council heads, council vice heads, house in charges, and house vice in charges.
For further proceedings, we hand over the screen to Anushka.
Duty, devotion, and discipline. These are the three pillars of Sunbeam Bhagwanpur. To keep up with the spirits of these three epitomes, we have the student council members. May I take this wonderful opportunity to introduce you all to the Student Council of Sunbeam Bhagwanpur 2021-22. And what is a council without its leader? So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the school prefect of Sunbeam Bhagwanpur, Aditya Singh of class 11th. Aditya is a student with astonishing literary and oratory skills. He has proved his talent in various international and national MUNs and debates. He has secured first position in IYCCE International and second position in COFIS International. He also has a special affection towards football and has led his team in under 14 matches. Next up, we have the school vice prefect. So please put your hands together for Midhat Irfan of class 11th. Midhat is an excellent orator. She is a multitasking girl who seeks perfection in whatever she does. She has served as an NCC cadet and is surely an asset to the school. Discipline, basic arm training, team ethics, following orders, various kinds of physical activities are some of the things to experience and learn in NCC. So, here introducing you all with the NCC head, Prisha Prakash of class 11th. Prisha is an all-rounder and surely an asset to the school. She has been awarded as the best cadet at state level and has brought many medals in various competitions. Now, the moment of delight for all the sports enthusiasts as we welcome the sports captains for the session, Ritvik Raj Singh and Ridhi Singh of class 11th. Ritvik has won 3 gold, 6 silvers, 4 bronze in CBSE skating cluster and district and also has secured 4th position in nationals. He has also won a silver medal in basketball CBSE cluster. Riddhi, on the other hand, has a terrific record in boxing. She has won a gold medal in inter-school boxing competition, bronze in Varanasi Girls Boxing Championship. As we move ahead, please join me in welcoming the leaders of 4 houses lined up, starting with the House of Love. A round of applause as we welcome the house captains Labiba Minal and Sahil Mishra of class 11. Labiba is known to be an all-rounder who juggles between her academics and co-curricular activities. An empathetic person to the core, she wishes to work tirelessly for the holistic development of the school. Sahil is a dependable individual who never shrinks away from any responsibility and is forever ready to explore new dimensions of his personality. Following the lead, allow me to introduce you to the vice captains for the house, Kaustubh and Yashi Dubey of class 9. Kaustubh has proven his talent with his excellent academic performance. He has an interest in tabla and is also a badminton player. Yashi has secured first rank in elocution and has been awarded as the best auditor for the session 2019-2020. Hold your breaths, ladies and gentlemen. I present the captains for House of Peace, Jayant Kumar Mishra and Satakshi Singh of class 11. Jayant is known for his impeccable leadership, musical talent, and admiration towards sports. Satakshi has taken part in many literary activities, is an avid reader and a wonderful orator. She is surely an asset to the school. We have Rishabh Singh and Akshara Rastogi of class 9th taking up the responsibility of vice captains. Rishabh is a hardworking and dedicated student with an aim to uphold the stature of the school. Akshara, on the other hand, has received first prize in Razmada's Inter-School Fest. We now strive towards the House of Hope under the leadership of Captains Suryansh Singh and Aradhya Jain of class 11th. Suryansh is a student with outstanding academic record and wishes to uphold the motto of our institution. Aradhya is an outstanding orator, a badminton player. She wishes to serve the institution to her best abilities. Now, please welcome the vice captains Prakash Kumar and Niyati Vikram Singh of class 9th. Prakash is a two times gold medalist in globetrotting and holds the 20th rank in practice to perfection mathematics quiz. Niyati has won first prize in chess under 14 state championship and has also got selected for nationals. She has won first prize in globetrotting as well, and surely there are many more to come. At last, but not least, we have captains for House of Joy, Satyam and Ishanvi Agarwal of class. Satyam has an academic record that is fantastic. He is a gold medalist in French Olympiad and a state topper of IOSA 2020. He has also served as a vice captain in class 9th. Ishanvi, on the other hand, is a multilingual person and an experienced orator. She has participated in many debates and has compared many events for our school. She has maintained a balance between her academics and co-curricular activities. Following them are the vice captains Kshitij Kumar Singh and Sakshi Gupta of class 9th. Kshitij has always proved himself in the fields of athletics, cricket and football. Sakshi has secured first position in district level scout and guide and has also won first prize in junior girls kho competition. With this, we have our house captains and vice captains. For further proceedings, I hand over to Ishita.
Thank you, Anushka. Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you the literary squad of this session, Sara Khan and Jaya Tiwari of class 11th. Sara is an all-rounder and has won several prizes in dancing, singing, and literary activities. Sara, on the other hand, is a passionate orator and has received the prestigious Asha Smriti Hindi Samman. Next up, we have our assembly in charges, Kanan Kashyap of class 11th and Manasvi Srivastava of class 9th. Kanan is an excellent sports person and orator. She has won several accolades at state level skating tournaments, while Manasvi is an extremely hardworking and dedicated student and promises to prove herself. We now welcome the health and hygiene members, Aradhana Yadav of class 11th and Gargi Divedi of class 9th. Aradhana is an NCC cadet and a gifted dancer. She has also received many prizes in literary work, while Gargi has an excellent command over Hindi and has won several prizes at poetry and declamation competitions. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have the library squad, Vriddhi Srivastava of class 11th and Arna Tripathi of class 9th. Vriddhi is a dedicated NCC cadet and a bronze medalist in skating at district level, while Arna, on the other hand, is a bright student who has been the school grain of Sunbeam Indiranagar. She is an active participant in CCA competitions and has previously been the part of the school council. As an instance of the cultural heritage of this country, we have the cultural heads of the school, Sanskriti Taneja of class 11th and Julia Mukherjee of class 9th. Sanskriti is an active orator, debater, and MUNer and has received high commendation and special mention at several MUNs. Julia, on the other hand, is truly a boon to the school. She has represented our school at several national level music competitions and has received many prizes for her vocal abilities. Joining the council, we have the cyber squad, and the members for the same are Ayush Singh, and the members for the same are Ayush Kumar Vikrama and Janvi Singh of class 9th. Ayush is a dedicated student who has always maintained a balance between academics and co-curricular activities, while Janvi is a classical dancer and a badminton player and a dedicated student. Now introducing to you all the quick response team. Representing the House of Love, we have Shrika Sodhan of Class 8 and Ritika Singh of Class 7th. Shri is an excellent orator and has equal command in athletics, while Ritika aims to prove herself in every field. Joining them are Rudra Prakash Singh of Class 8 and Sunidhi Pandey of Class 7th from House of Peace. Rudra wishes to explore new opportunities in everything he does, while Sunidhi has a great command over music, dance, and academics. From the House of Hope, please welcome Ifshita Bisain of Class 8 and Shivam Koch of Class 7th. Shivam has been an all-rounder. He was also awarded the most tech-independent child in Class 6th, while Ipshita, on the other hand, has been the integral part of the Junior School Council. She has also been awarded with several prizes, including in one in schizophrenia. Last but not the least, we have Kushagra Srivastava of Class 8 and Achyut Pathak of Class 7 representing the House of Joy. Kushagra went for the Yoga Championship and has been awarded the all-rounder of his class, while Achyut strives to learn every bit from his experience. So, coming up to the much awaited call for the boarders, I would request the hostel superintendent, Mr. Arvind Singh, who has succeeded in creating home away from home, to introduce us to the hostel council members. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sita. Good morning and warm greetings to all the dignitaries present in this virtual meet. On this auspicious occasion of Investiture ceremony, I feel immense pleasure to reveal the names of our hostel council brigade. First in the line, we have Krishna Jaiswal as a hostel captain. Krishna's level of discipline and commitment towards the motto of the school, duty, devotion, and discipline, has lifted him up to the post of this hostel council brigade. Joining Krishna, Vidya Barnwal, who is getting bestowed with responsibility of being hostel girls captain. Dia is a multi-talented girl and holds keen interest in all works. Along with Krishna and Dia, we have Muhammad Sijal as a vice captain. Sijal's work ethics and attitude towards exploring new opportunity to excel has made him an apt candidate for this post. Along with Sijal, we have Kasis as a hostel vice captain. Kasis is a keen observer and an ever enthusiast and is highly approachable. I also feel elated to announce that along with these heads, there are boarders in the school main council who shall be assisting in the various hostel activities as and when needed to ensure that the Vision Hostel keeps holding the flagship of quality education and vision of holistic development intact, keeping the promise of a home away from home. Once again, I congratulate all the council heads and members. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request our Assistant Director, Pratima Ma'am, to kindly administer the oath, and I would also request the newly appointed School Vice Prefect, Midhat, to repeat the oath on behalf of the whole council.
Please take your positions. I'll request all the council members to kindly place their hands, right hand across their heart, and Midhat shall repeat the oath after me.
Yes, ma'am.
We solemnly swear that we will do everything in our power to uphold
the
norms of our school. We promise to be trustworthy and strive to act with honesty and integrity. We will cultivate the good name of our school and the honor of its students. As we hold true to these principles, we pledge to be leaders of character and achieve peace of conscience.
peace of conscience.
Amen.
Amen.
Very essence of leadership is that you must have vision. Leaders can work toward making their vision a reality while putting people first. Leaders are empathetic and connect with people. They take responsibility for not only their actions but also the council they lead. On this note, may I have the privilege for inviting school prefect and school vice prefect for the session 2021-2022 to do the customary of rendering a speech and at the same time let us know about their visions for the future.
It still feels like yesterday when I entered the school for the first time, feeling lost in a campus I now know by heart, better than anyone, or so I like to believe. I did not dream of sitting here then. No, in fact, I had been particularly distraught in coming from my home in Calcutta. And yet here I am, giving a speech for a post people I've admired for all my life have held. And so I feel as if I sit here, the hopes and expectations of so many people have come to rest on my shoulders. More than anything, I feel honored to be thought of as someone who can carry forward this great legacy. Bhagwanpur is a part of it, and so is it of everyone who has been attached to it for as long as a year. And such is the charm this institution holds. My faith, however, does not lie in the walls of these schools. It lies in the people that sit surrounded by them. My faith lies in people, I guess, individuals. The teachers who have made me the person I am today, the dignitaries who propelled me at every step where I thought I would fall, and my friends who have been with me every step of the way. I take this moment to thank all of them. This year, the Council is focused on bringing about a change of self dependency among students. This year, everything that happens in the school will be the responsibility of the Council and the students. It's only fair that we, as the Student Council, ease the pressure on the faculty and staff. Along with this, we hope to create a legacy, where students pass on their mantles and expectations onto the next batch with space for improvising. For long, our teachers have built a structure which is dedicated towards instruction in Bhagwanpur. It is essential that the way that we lay out the legacy, the next step, that lay out the legacy for the next council that they will look up to and strive to match. For that is what we are fully committed to. I want us, the students, to take charge. For I know behind every pair of eyes staring at me right now, there is a young mind brimming with ideas waiting to be heard. Gone are the days when we, as the senior most rank holders, make all the decisions for all batches. I want the councils for batch to moderate there on their own. Only through participation can we ever increase efficiency. We, as the senior most, understand the difference between guiding and coercing. And we have promised to our younger selves that we intend to nurture them the way they think is right and not in the way we want. The past year has taught us a lot of things. We're still adjusting to the new normal, still learning to accept the situation life is producing. But as a biology student, if there's one thing I'm sure of, is that we humans are very stubborn organisms. We refuse to yield in the darkest of times and fight back in a battle that can't be won. However much we hope things go back to normal, we will not let the situation become a disability for us. This new world of online education has opened several new doors and opportunities, and this year we intend to make the best use of it. As the school prefect for session 2021-22, I promise to you this. I will strive to be a part of a team, not an individual. I will work to build a legacy, not do the same old things over and over again. I will, as a person I respect, the core says, keep my head in the clouds and my feet firmly on the ground. As the representative of the Student Council today, I promise to you, as a unit, we will be effective communicators, which I believe has much more to do with vocabulary and a lot less to do with vocabulary and a lot more to do with emotions. I promise to you that we will be convincing, not authoritative, disciplined, not conservative, and most importantly, friends, not distant figures. With this, thank you and Jai Hind. Over to Medhat.
Thank you, Aditya. The challenge of leadership is to be strong but not rude, be kind but not weak, and bold but not a bully. The student council is not just about ideas, it's about making ideas happen. And to be leading such a brilliant group of talented and capable individuals with the guidance of our teachers is certainly a dream come true. For the past 11 years, Sunbeam has given me so much, from confidence to a sense of belonging. This now is my chance to share all that I have learned and to put my ideas into action. I, as your vice school prefect, will ensure that each individual's talent does not go unnoticed. I will ensure equal opportunities are given to all. In these new and difficult times, I feel that the Council can be a bridge between students and teachers. I will also try my best to learn from the legacy of my predecessors and empower others to achieve their goals and discover potential. My idea is to be more involved with the students, as this is not just about me. I can give you a long list of promises and ideas, but I also want to hear them from you. Unity and discipline. Two things taught to me because of my time as an NCC cadet. This taught me that it's not my council, it's not your council, it's our council. It's not just about my ideas, it's about our ideas. We as a whole matter and can bring changes needed. I wish to be your voice. Sure, it would have been a better experience if we were in school together doing this. But haven't we all gone through changes and challenges these past year that we never imagined we could have? I know for a fact that we sunbeams can achieve anything if we put our mind to it. Then let us make this session 2021-22 about growth, change, acceptance, facing challenges and opening our minds to the unexpected. Let this be the year where we, the student body, take charge and take away some of the burden from our teachers and accept responsibility. I also want to take this time to thank my parents for always believing in me and my teachers and the faculty for putting their utmost faith in me and trusting me with such an important responsibility. I hope that we bring significant changes here, and I plan on earning my leadership every day. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to listen to such motivating young leaders. Words of encouragement work like energy pills. They can give us the strength we need. Challenges can make us physically and emotionally drained, but the right words revitalize us. And on this occasion, we have amongst us our Honorary Director Harsh sir, requesting him to bless us all with his kind words.
Thank you, Anchor. And on behalf of the entire Sunbeam Bhagwanpur management team and the academic team, I would like to congratulate all the new students who have been inducted in the Investiture Council of Sunbeam Bhagwanpur Senior School, and special congratulations for Aditya and Midhat for being the prefects of the school, and for all the others who have taken up other various other responsibilities. So again, just like last year, this year is also an anomaly where things haven't gone as planned. But it's usually in times of crisis that true leadership comes out. So I would say that true leadership doesn't come out when you already have a plan. You know exactly how things have been done today and in the past. True leadership comes when you are faced with unpredictable situations where you do not know what to do, and in that situation, you take up leadership and responsibility and use your creative mindset and lateral thinking to make things happen. So kudos to entire team and special thanks to Gurmeet ma'am, Prerna ma'am, Prathama ma'am, and all the NCC people. I can see Ajit sir there also, and I can see Arvind sir and Satya sir for managing the hostel extremely well during the lockdown. So congratulations to all the not only the students but also the staff of Sunbeam Bhagwan for taking up leadership during these times of COVID crisis. So once again, congratulations to all, and I wish that this year again we are able to rise above all the problems which we are facing, especially with COVID and the lockdown and the uncertainty, and we are able to make this session count and make the best of it. So with that, once again, congratulations everyone. Back to the anchors.
Thank you, sir. Each year, set of goals and objectives are to be achieved within 100 days of the formation of the council, and this is intrinsic to its nature, where each member has a role to play. Now let us see what comes under the days plan adopted by this year's council, and for the same we have Labiba and Satakshi.
Sir Benjamin Franklin has rightly said that failing to plan is planning to fail. Therefore, here we are with the 100 days plan of the Student Council of session 21-22.
Our very first is encourage students to attend their online classes regularly to promote the cause of education. Since this situation has affected the education sector the most, we hope to recuperate with regular attendance in classes.
Discipline should be maintained, be it online or offline platform. Hence, the Student Council is inclined to make the students perceive the necessity of net etiquettes.
Motivating students to participate in co-curricular activities for a holistic development. In this new normal, during these unrealistic times, it is important that we do not miss on to any of these skills.
Even if we are distant from each other, our values should not deteriorate with time. Hence, the Student Council would introduce certain protocols that would help the students to imbibe our culture and would groom them into true blue sunbeams.
Increasing the interaction of day scholars and boarders by bridging the gap between them through some interactive sessions so that it can bring harmony amongst them during these unprecedented times.
We can't go back and change the beginning, but we can start from where we are and change the ending. This council will lead an example, will encourage kindness and generosity, and we will optimize this opportunity bestowed upon us. In these uncertain times, we will uplift hope and bring positivity in everyone's life.
There are no limits to what we can accomplish, except the limits we place to our own thinking. We hope to implement these ideas into actions and not mere words, and to reverberate these ideas in the minds of the students. Thank you.
And Jai Hind.
Thank you, Labiba and Shatakshi. Moving ahead, may I now request our Assistant Director Pratima ma'am to address all of us with her words of blessings.
Good morning and Jai Hind, everyone. It's always a pleasure to witness young leaders taking up responsibilities, of course, to see the spark of enthusiasm light their eyes as they understand the magnitude of the responsibilities they have committed themselves to. Every student council has been very special to me because, well, there have been memories, there have been so many shared instances, and most of all, the wonderful stuff that they have talked about in the interviews. And years later, when they come back to the school as alumni, then we sit and talk about how much did they live up to all those promises. But this year's council, ladies and gentlemen, is extremely special because with the investing of this year's council, we at Sunbeam School Bhagwanpur have taken a giant leap forward. As opposed to the last few years, in fact, as opposed to all the last years, this year's council does not have a head boy and a head girl leading the council. In fact, this year we have a school prefect and a school vice prefect leading the council. Because as a progressive school, we felt that dividing a co-educational organization into compartments of boy and girl, into men and women, is somewhere not doing justice to the individuality of the being in all of us. It is high time that we stop fighting the war of gender equality, as Aditya so rightly pointed out during the council interviews, and started moving towards gender sensitivity. And when we talk of gender sensitivity, it has to be the individual, regardless of the differences of being a man, a woman, a boy, or a girl. Hence, this year, we decided that we will be led by a leader and not necessarily by the gender. Therefore, this council is the first one of all the councils to come ahead, wherein the school council is led by a school prefect and is assisted by a school vice prefect. And we do not mention the head boy and the head girl anymore. So thank you so much, Aditya. Thank you so much, Midhat. And thank you so much, Sunbeam Bhagwanpur, for believing in these ideals and taking a giant leap forward. As to the responsibilities of rising to the expectations and living up to them, I have given you a level playing field, that of the COVID, where everyone is struggling with almost the same kind of issues, regardless of their own personal situations. And in that, we have to rise above the adversities. We have to come to terms with what is real, what will not change, and make the best of it, and in fact, even define what is best. If that means changing certain time-bound definitions, then I have strong faith and belief that my Sunbeam Bhagwanpur students are capable of doing it, because you have always swum against the tide and defied that which is ordinary and accepted. So the council of Aditya and Midhat and the council of so many young, vibrant, enthusiastic leaders, go set a new definition of excellence and tell us that we have arrived in terms of progress. We have arrived in terms of being the beacon of change in a brave new world. And I'm sure that the students that you are leading will follow you, not because you are the leaders and they are the followers, but because they believe and they share the same brave new vision that you have embarked upon. All the best. There will be ups and downs. Keep your head cool. Stay safe at all times. Don't take yourself too seriously. The task is serious. You are not. The responsibility is serious. It should not weigh you down. And most of all, the designation is more of being accountable and less of being swollen headed. So sail forth, fair winds, safe harbors. Do us and your parents proud. Jai Hind.
Today, we are also graced by the presence of our Honorable Chairman Sir and Director Ma'am, who are the epitome of dynamic leadership. Thus, I now invite Sir and Ma'am to bless all of us with their kind words.
Jai Hind, everyone. And it's indeed a pleasure to be a part of Sunbeam Bhagwanpur investiture ceremony. And like every year, we look forward to this day with a lot of enthusiasm. Pratima ma'am, Gurmeet ma'am, Prerna ma'am, all, Arvind sir, everyone goes through, selecting the right child, the right student, the right leader. And this year, as Pratima ma'am has already introduced the concept of school head prefect and vice head prefect. So I appreciate this gesture, and am sure that, the thought which is behind this, that there should be no talk about gender equality. We are all equal. So I hope that this thought will carry forward. And also, I'm really impressed the way Aditya and Midhat, they came out and they spoke their heart out. They shared their passion and they shared their vision with all of us. May God give them enough strength to fulfill all the dreams they have for their school, Sunbeam Bhagwanpur. And I'm very satisfied and rather confident as well as proud of the staff, of the teachers who are mentoring them. I'm sure that the school teachers who have been doing this, accepting this responsibility of taking the student council forward, and they have never failed. They have never failed. Rather, our school prefects or school leaders are today not only leading their own small or big organizations, they are successful human beings and they are adding value to whichever organization they are joining. So I'm indeed very proud of all of you. School is a playground where you learn to face the world. So thanks to everyone, Gurmeet ma'am, Prerna ma'am, Pratima ma'am, everyone who is leading the show, to keep on doing this hard work, because this is true Desh Seva. Our country needs a lot of good leaders, and that is what we have to give it to the country. So with this, God bless you all. Take Sunbeam Bhagwanpur to yet another heights, and take good care of yourself. We'll meet very soon, inshallah. School will open because, when I was listening to your, especially sports department, that the way children are, heading football and basketball and boxing, you girls are boxing champions. And I was wondering, when will they again start to play in the field? So very soon, we want to see you, and let's all pray that we come back to Bhagwanpur as early as possible. With this, God bless you all. Take good care of yourself. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. I was really impressed with the first thing I was impressed was the mentor, the MCs, the anchors, and then after that, Mansi spoke so well. She's an anchor, and Anchita spoke very well. Mansi said the flagship of knowledge. So that was profound. Indeed, Bhagwanpur is the flagship of knowledge. There's no doubt about it. And not only for the Sunbeam group, it's the flagship of knowledge of the entire eastern and central Uttar Pradesh, if I may say so, and sometimes even up of the other areas of UP and Bihar. Uh, Anchita said about traveling down memory lane, and we saw all the nice uh, investiture ceremonies down 10 years, and we were looking at ourselves and all the members. And the best thing, Anchita, it is that all of us are there with you. We should thank God Almighty for that. That Pratima ma'am is there, Gurmeet ma'am is there, Prerna ma'am is there, in whatever avatars we are, but we will remain with you. And that's the beauty of Sunbeam Bhagwanpur. You can find the same Meera who was there 30 years ago. She's still there. And you can find the same drivers who were still there. So it's like amazing. It grows on you. Sunbeam Bhagwanpur does actually grow on you. And when you are far away from the school, when you have gone kilometers and miles away, and that is what we sing in our school song, you start missing it more and more. You start remembering the days, the innocence. And then what Aditya said about taking charge, I really like that. That's very simple because education is all about translating words into action. It's just not bookish knowledge. You can keep on writing or reading anything in the books, but if you don't translate it into action, and if you don't take charge, like Aditya said, it's not going to work out. Uh, I was actually impressed very much by Midhant Irfan's speech today, and it was really a milestone. Very nice, well done. Dream come true, she said. Indeed, 11 years as a Sunbeam, and now you are uh, going to be on the forefront of leadership. Midhant, all our blessings to you to keep on scaling new heights. And I want to tell each one of you that every day we think of you, every day we want to come and meet you, every day we want to see your smiling faces because you are our B complex, you are our remedissoir, you are our every little tonic in the world. When we come to school, when we see you, when we see our teachers, that's how we we are happy. That's the reason for our life. Uh, this class 12th and class 11 seniors, in fact, last year also we were saying the same things. It's like the COVID year. It's like the time which happens once in a century, and you are there. I know, sitting on those inside those little boxes and wondering about what's happening in the school canteen and what's happening in the schools and how much fun you would have had. You were dreaming of this class 12th and 11th since last 4 or 5 years. When you were in class 8, you were dreaming of becoming seniors. And now finally, when you are seniors, you are at home. So this is something of a little bit of a thing for you, but I'm sure you'll be able to manage because I would quote Edmund Hillary and his point of view in confronting the virus. I would say that, like Hillary's style, you can say, Mr. Virus, I will come back again. I will chase you in the labs. I will chase you in the pharmaceutical industries. I will chase you in all the knowledge that I can gather from about you, Mr. Virus. You can keep on changing your avatars and roles and your shapes and your dresses, but we will keep on changing you until you become something like a common flu, until everybody has a small nasal spray or a small little prick on the arm like a vaccine, and everyone is once again without masks and going around and playing basketball, playing all the games which you love to. One or two students from last year's batch actually approached me, and one day they wrote to me also, sir, we didn't play at all in the school. We didn't go to the canteen. Would you please allow us after this year? We can come back to Bhagwanpur and sit down at places and at least click selfies because we haven't enjoyed those benches those that samosas, those canteens, and those wonderful days with friends. I said, sure, anytime you want to do that, we will be able to do. Well, what is life when we sit down at home and we think about it? Life is actually a few words jumbled up like happiness, like knowledge, like comfort, like success. But if you look at the foundation of all these 5 or 6 words which mean life, you come to one word and it means knowledge. And as a school, especially Sunbeam Bhagwanpur, you are a factory of knowledge. You are the factories of future. You churn out children which cannot be done in one day. It took 11 years for somebody like Medant Irfan to come up, or Aditya to come up, or Ananya to speak, or Labiba to be here. So all of you are here, beta, and it takes so many years. You know, Lou, you are like bamboo shoots. Nobody can see you growing, but one fine morning, the bamboo shoot, it grows from 3 feet to 12 feet or 15 feet suddenly, and everybody starts wondering that we were patient, we were happy, we kept on watering and giving fertilizers to you, and we kept on watching you. You didn't grow for a long, long time, and now suddenly you have grown up so much. So, Homo sapiens, the wise one, knowledge, that's the factory of the future. Stay wise, keep in touch with your friends, because peer to peer transfer of knowledge is the best thing. You can go to any library, you can read any book, but unless you have a few friends to pull your legs, or to tap you on the back, or to have a big laugh with you, you don't learn easily. And I have learned most of the things with my friends, and many of the things outside the classroom. And learning outside classroom stays with you for a long, long time. You remember the school songs, and you remember your canteens, and you remember your playgrounds much after you've forgotten your biology lessons. Uh, Now, a few days more, maybe a few weeks more, and we've been relentlessly pursuing with the authorities for the reopening of at least senior school. And I must tell you that gives you some comfort that the authorities have now kind of stirred up. And when we yesterday and the day before, we tweeted to them, to the CM and the deputy CM, that the children can go to the gyms and the malls and they can't come to schools. That is the irony. So let them come to school. Unless they come to school, how will they? They don't want to enjoy now. Nobody wants to go and watch a movie at this point. Nobody wants to go to a circus or a gym. But people want to come back to their friends, to their teachers, to their mentors, to their peers. So let's hope that the government takes up an action. We have requested them for school reopening from the 26th of July for classes 9 to 12, obviously with the consent of the parents. Let's hope we get something, and let's hope once again we meet you in person. So congratulations to the student council from all of us in the management, all of us admins of Sunbeam Bhagwanpur, the greatest, the best factory of knowledge on this side between Delhi and Calcutta. So wishing you all the best. Congratulations. Keep going. There is only one way to go, and that is going upwards. Keep studying at home. Keep using your time well, and never, never say die. Impossible is no word for you at Sunbeam Bhagwanpur. Wishing you all the best. Take care. Well done. Jai Hind.
Good morning and Jai Hind to all the dignitaries, parents, teachers, and council members. Behind every successful venture, there is a manifold effort of the faculty members. And so I thank all my teachers for all their efforts today. I also thank my dignitaries. They are the visionaries. And their vision is the nutrition for our passion. I extend a huge thanks to the parents for their unconditional love and support. Dear students, you must remember that the courage to lead comes from passion and not from position. So always remember this. And where we stand today is the joint contribution and hard work of all of us, and we can do more like this with renewed confidence. So congratulations to all the council members, and once again thanks to all present over here. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I wish the newly elected council all the very best for their future endeavors. We hope that they fulfill their duties with full devotion. With this, we mark the closure of the Investiture Ceremony 2021-22. Thank you.
Thank you, sir and ma'am, and all the dignitaries for being a part of this virtual investiture ceremony. Now I request all the dignitaries to leave the meet first, followed by the teachers and the students. Jai Hind.